Uttar Pradesh, its land is beautiful, fertile, and very crowded. As India's most populous state, its people, in particular girls, face educational challenges. As a result, many girls simply never attend school and face a lifetime of illiteracy. The reasons for this are many and complicated.
There are certain kind of responsibilities which they just naturally have to take on, like taking care of their young ones and sometimes working in the agricultural field, taking on the household responsibilities when their parents are away working. And so there are lots of barriers which actually prevent them from learning.
CARE, known around the world as a champion of social justice and dignity for the poor and marginalized, is committed to empowering women and girls, particularly within India. With support from Oracle Corporation, CARE is reaching thousands of girls in areas where there is a significant gap between male and female literacy levels.
First it entered India with food relief, but now over the last 10-15 years it has moved into working in the area of social development. And the idea is really to look at the most vulnerable populations and address underlying causes of poverty in India. CARE Oracle relationship has been about 1.5 years old now, and it's part of our overall program that we have, which is the Girls Education Program in Uttar Pradesh. And it's also supporting a lot of the fundamental work that we do in improvement of language, maths and science for children in elementary schools.
Oracle's support has enabled CARE to work closely with model cluster schools and provide technical support to government-sponsored KGBV schools.
Here, girls who have never read anything or had left school because their parents needed them to work or needed them to tend small children in the house are receiving elementary education. I have full responsibility. I also live here, and we look after the children properly from morning until 10 p.m. in the night when they go to sleep. It is a 24-hour-a-day job where we go to sleep when the children go to sleep and get up when the children get up.
In our
village, I was not able to study properly. I had to do work after getting up in the morning and had to take care of little children also. I didn't have the opportunity to study in my village.
For students like young Urmila, the KGBV school is an oasis for learning and living. As a residential school, the students are well fed, learn not just about reading and writing, but also about healthy living. And of course, as they are children, there's ample time for play. Through CARE, the school has received educational supplies such as flashcards and science kits. With CARE providing training to the teachers, their ability to teach these first-generation learners is greatly enhanced. The students' retention has improved, and test scores are on the rise.
We have seen a lot of change. We've seen a lot of children who have never been to school come to school. We've seen a lot of children, a lot of girls who've never been to school complete an accelerated learning program, and then we've also seen a lot of improvement in schools itself.
Model cluster schools are located in rural villages and marginalized areas of Uttar Pradesh. They are not residential schools. Here, the children go home at day's end. Boys and girls attend. The idea is for one school out of a cluster of 10 or 12 to become a model school where best practices are promoted and then adopted by surrounding schools. Now, an initially reluctant village feels the lure of education.
गांव वाले सहयोग देना शुरू कर दिए पहले गांव वाले
The village people have started giving their cooperation. Earlier, they weren't sure about the school. They did not frequent the school at all. But now the villagers come to watch with their children.
चने की दाल बैगन बड़े मजेदार चने की दाल बैगन बड़े मजेदार
चलो चलो बन गया आम के पेड़ से
It's easy to think that education is solely about learning math, science, and literature. Certainly, an educated person needs knowledge in those areas and many more. What can be overlooked is the role education plays in day-to-day life for a person in a small village in rural India. For them, education is also about empowering children with belief in themselves, allowing them to make informed decisions about hygiene, even marriage.
पहली बात तो ये है कि
Challenges are present in every child's life. They think that we cannot do this, we cannot do that. They start thinking of education itself as a big challenge. But when they come here, we teach them to solve problems so that they may not be troubled.
प्रेमा
It feels good. The children respect us very much. They are teaching us with so much hard work. It is as if the children feel a sense of belonging.
90 बना के दिखाओ
जो ना वहाँ तहजीब मिली तो उन घर पे आके
Definitely she's learning. When she comes home, she tells us all about it. She tells us how quietly she sits, what she learned, and what she studies.
शिवांगी
Parents who at one time would send their children to a nearby Montessori school now are wanting their children to be educated at the Nagma Village School.
संजय कुमार
यस सर प्यार वाला मीठा मीठा रोक दी गया चोरी चोरी
Another benefit, the school assembly at the start of each day has created a culture of learning throughout the village.
जी बाल सभा से उनके व्यवहार में है परिवर्तन
There has been a change in their behavior due to Bal Sabha. Even in the village, they have created a school-like environment. Earlier, they would throw their bags and go play. But now, whatever they do, they are always humming songs and poetry.
CARE, with support from Oracle, continues to press for educational opportunities for the children of rural India. For the parents and students of the children at both schools, opportunity is knocking at their door.
बच्चे हमारे पढ़ रहे हैं अच्छी पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं
We feel happy our children are studying well. There is happiness in the house also. Every member of the family feels happy knowing our daughters are studying there.
मेरे लिए शिक्षा बहुत जरूरी है क्योंकि मैं आगे भी जाकर कुछ
For me, education is very essential because I can become something in the future. If my mom and dad let me study, I can further my education. I would make my mom and dad feel proud of me. I would never walk with my head bent down.